It's starting. Hey there, my name is Michelle Grigsby, and I am so excited that you're watching this video, and I want to thank you for taking the time to watch this. I think that you are in for a real treat. And my name is Michelle Grigsby. I want to tell you a little bit about what you're doing. What you're watching is you're watching me. I'm going to be interviewing an amazing lady who I connected with on Facebook a few months ago, and Jana is, I have to tell you, one of the most amazing people I've met. She is, I can't even begin to describe how highly I think of her. We connected online through Facebook, and as I got to know her, I've learned so much about what a wonderful person she is. She's a vocal coach, she's a vocalist, she's a composer, she's a performing artist, she's a wellness. So excited that you're watching. See, it happened. I didn't even, I thought, gosh. She's a master, she's a teacher, she's a certified aromatherapist, she's a healing practitioner, and she's also a gold executive with Asante Organics. And I am just so thrilled to have you on this with me, Jana, because I have a lot of questions I want to ask you, because I don't know anything about essential oils, I don't know anything about aromatherapy. And you are the expert, because I've seen several videos that you've done, and I wanted to interview you because I want to learn more about what you do and the benefits of essential oils and aromatherapy, because honestly I don't know very much about it, and you are definitely an expert. So can you tell me a little bit more about yourself?
Okay. Well, it's great to be here with you, Michelle. Kismet that we have met. I know that rhymes, but I'm kind of a poet anyway. But anyway, just to say that you are an answer to a lot of, first I want to say you have been an answer to a lot of what I had been looking for. Someone that I could trust, and you are that person, Michelle Grigsby. You just give amazing value with such joy, and you just never ask for anything back. And I would like to meet about 1,000 people like you, and then I think we'd be in an incredible world, and we are. But I'm just yay to you first. Michelle Grigsby is a personal coach, and she's been in network marketing for a long time, and just loves helping people, and she wants to see everybody succeed, and it's just part of your personality, and I just love that about you. So yeah, about me. Well, I am what you said. And the aromatherapy has always been a great love of mine. I grew up in a European home with a lot of scents and smells and aromas and beautiful fabrics and foods and essences. And I lived overseas. I lived in the Middle East, and that really opened me up in my teens. And then I came back to New York on a quest. To explore aromatherapy. I thought I was going to be the next Estee Lauder. It didn't really work out that way, except I did make products in my kitchen. So my bend and my reason is because my family, in typography and advertising in New York, and I worked part-time in an advertising agency, and it just turned me right to the label of products to really see that the advertising was merely advertising, and it had nothing to do 99% of the time what was in the product. And I found that out in the 70s, the late 70s, and I was all alone in that. So people thought, my boyfriend, was a talent scout for Polydor Records. He just wanted me to drag me out of the store because he didn't want anybody to be around me yelling about, oh, it says it's natural and it's not, and etc. So then my cross-referencing started, and I was always a musician, so I was still drawn that way, even though I got hold of an aromatherapy course, and I dibbled and dabbled. I didn't go for my certificate then, and moved out to the cut to the chase after graduating from music school. Still, whenever I'd have a pure essential oil going in my space or using it on myself, it always made me more creative. It always made me into this person that I wanted to be. So that's where it all started. So
Wow, that's awesome. So you majored in music.
I majored in music, and I pulled myself away from going to Horst Reichelbacher's school, the Aveda College in Minneapolis. That was my direction, but I really didn't have any background in that. And my whole family was kind of bohemian, so it was more German bohemian from Leipzig, and very, very talented people. And so, and my skill was Juilliard trained, and so I had a lot more experience. I knew what direction to go. So I went into the music, and I still spent a lot of time at an old store, the first apothecary store in New York, I think, Coswell Massey. I spent a lot of time there when musk oil was legal. It came out of a gland of a deer or something. I don't know. I didn't know anything about it. I would say musk oil and sandalwood and patchouli, and everybody thought I was like, like blissed out, like Janet's on her own planet. But later, it seemed like the world was going towards the natural, more of nature's way. Nature's way capsules. Everybody started taking all these herbs and different things, and then the lamps the lights night lights that you put in that had the fragrance. They found out they're filled with chemicals, and then they'd have to tell what was in the products in advertising, and then people got and then internet. And then knowledge became just so available for everybody that everybody started asking questions. So then Horst Reichelbacher with Aveda was really the person that revolutionized aromatherapy in his country. He was from Germany, and he ended up selling Aveda, I don't know if anybody knows this, but to Estee Lauder.
I had no idea. I love their hair products. I know that.
So Horst, he revolutionized. He's a pioneer in this country, although on the continent and before the 1900s in this country, it was Dr. Heal Thyself. And then the things happened with the AMA or this and that, and the different laws kind of changed. And then the people that were making these remedies, they were called quacksalvers.
Huh.
But they were called quacksalvers probably in the way they used to advertise, or and then people were moved away from buying into nature's way, nature's goodness, and there a lot of things started happening. The soils changed, a lot of things happening. So my bend is quality essential oils. I'm a healing practitioner too. I also have taught voice for 30+ years, Michelle, so when somebody walks into my space, it has to have like a neutral feeling, and I want them to be able to breathe deeply, and I really want them to be relaxed and comfortable when they sing, so I can't have any toxins, like I can't have a toxic environment.
I love it. I love that. I love that. Well, okay, let's just start with the basics, because I'm ignorant when it comes to essential oils. I've been seeing a lot of ads out there. I've been seeing a lot of Facebook posts about essential oils, and can you explain for anybody that doesn't know what essential oils are, like what are essential oils?
Well, they're the plant. It's plant medicine.
Okay.
So if you have, like outside in my yard, I have roses and I have lavender plants. So especially when you go up there's lots of lavender sprigs, and so you touch it and you can smell that. Okay, so there you have the oil. There's that. That's the start.
Okay.
Of why? Okay, so there must be something else in there. So there's certain lavender plants, let's say, like lavender augustifolia, that has a very high oil content. So you will find distillers, like in France, French lavender augustifolia, different kinds, spikenard, different kinds of lavender. And the higher the oil content, the more popular that particular plant is to steam distill, to create the essential oil, to get the oil to rise to the top of the water. So then they're using the oil, the concentrate. So let's say in 10,000 pounds of lavender flower tops and steam distillation makes 16 ounces of the essential oil.
Wow.
So imagine laying in a field of that many pounds of just the tops. You know, when you see them in a bath salt, those tops, that part of the part of the plant. And so a ton of roses in steam distillation would make about an ounce of rose absolute.
So it's through steam distillation that they create essential oils?
Most, yes.
Mm-hmm. Wow. I had no idea. No idea.
Yeah, most, yeah. Most of them, yes.
Wow. Okay, so let me ask you this. What are the benefits of aromatherapy? Do they work hand in hand together? Or is that a totally different subject altogether?
Well, the old sensory factory, of course, aromatherapy, the therapy of aroma. So let's get down to the history of the senses just for a minute. If you grew up on marzipan cake, let's say, or apple strudel, or hot chocolate, when you walk into somebody's home and you smell that, and you remember, you will feel good because you will remember that experience you had.
Yes.
So that's one part of aromatherapy that's very generic, a generic idea, and it's an ideology of a sort that fits into our lifestyle for everybody on an everyday basis. Why would one want to get into the study of aromatherapy or using essential oils to change one's mood, to lift one's spirits, to help with grieving, instead of a candle burning, where there's chemicals? Well, if maybe I can have a little, an aroma. I want the scent. So an essential oil is going, and I have an autoimmune disease. So I need an essential oil, lavender, instead of a candle burning, because the candle burning is going to encourage my autoimmune disorder. So when you're talking about an essential oil, you're talking about the medicine of the plant, the whole entire plant. So the plant, the most amazing thing about nature and plants is that they grow on their own. They keep rebirthing themselves. Can you imagine bringing the plant medicine like of that to you, and that it keeps giving life? So it's adding to your life. It's not taking away. So in a time that we're living in, where our environment is pretty much completely toxic. Not completely. I mean, I can walk around and imagine that I have all these trees around, the sun is shining, and the water is beautiful, and everything's nice, but still, I'm still living in quite a fantasy. So, to live in a fantastic world, which is something like a fantasy, make a fantasy more real, down to earth, into a fantastic world of one's own, one can change one's own environment. So we can still live in our toxic environment and still have a protected world. And so I feel that's what essential oils, 100% organic and wild-crafted essential oils, gives me and those that I turn them on to around me, those other people that I've sold products to when I had my own company or this or that, and those that I use the essential oils on in my healing practice, and also in the company Santi Organics that I work with, my prospects and my clients and my teammates.
Awesome. Awesome.
Does that answer that question?
Yeah, I had no idea I knew that essential oils were plant-based, but I had no idea like what, I know that aromatherapy is obviously used for a myriad of reasons, whether it's medicinal or mood enhancing. I think that there's just a huge number of benefits, though, of aromatherapy. But I had, you know, I've never met anybody as passionate about it, though, until I met you. And I know that there's a lot of other people that are passionate about it, but I never really took the time to learn about it. And I can see how people can get really, what's the word, intrigued by the huge benefits of aromatherapy and using essential oils to achieve that, whatever it is that you want to achieve, whether it's, you know, help taking care of a headache or helping with, you know, relaxation. Or so let's talk about some of the benefits of some of the different essential oils real quick. Just real quick. Like, what's your favorite essential oil?
Well, oddly enough, it's there are a few, but frankincense is a curious essential oil. Many people, when you first say that in this time we're living in, turn their heads. They think church.
I've smelled it. It's a wonderful scent.
Well, they think church, you know, or they think, oh no, frankincense. But frankincense was considered more precious than gold.
Yes, it was, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yes.
And what is so wonderful about frankincense essential oil, Michelle, is that it's incredible for the skin. It can heal anything on the skin.
Really?
Oh my God, people don't even know that. I have explored inside out the research I've done, and by application on myself, and it's on others, and it's great for candida rash. It's great for heat rash in a carrier oil or a mist. It's great. It's a tonic for the face. It's great. You won't even. This is hard to believe, but there are people, there's a company that makes a tincture, you know, with frankincense and myrrh in it because it's great when it's made that way for ingesting, which these are, the ones I use are not. But that frankincense and myrrh are even used for people that have, like, you know, bronchial problems. So it's great as in a chest rub, in a like a shea butter base or coconut oil. Everybody has coconut oil. You know, it's a rub, and so, but combinations like are really good, like frankincense with lemon or frankincense with lavender. You know, because
I was going to say, you probably have recipes, don't you? You actually have recipes, don't you?
Yeah, it just changes the scent, and somebody who may not like frankincense probably would really love it if it was something else with the benefits: antibacterial, antifungal, antiviral. Really great for aches and pains. Like veterinarians are using frankincense. Holistic veterinarians are. Some of them are using frankincense when an animal will come in and they're really scared in that new environment to calm them down. And as a muscle ache relaxer, you know, really, it's amazing.
And that's
yeah.
No, so in that situation, do you apply it to your skin or do you put it in a burner like you're talking about? I mean, how do you actually utilize it?
Well, I have an oil diffuser.
Okay.
And so I actually take one of my essential oils and I can pop the top and then I can put this other top on it and then I can nab it on, you know, hook it onto there, and then I have a little timer. So then I can have it going like for 3 minutes, and then it goes off, and then it comes back on, and then it goes up. And so it doesn't use a lot up. It's really controlled, so your house doesn't start smelling like a perfumery. It's just use it medicinally, and you can use it. It's incredible when it's used that way because your body just absorbs it, goes into the bloodstream, but it's not hard on the system. Because you're not putting directly on your body, so it's great with children and elderly people, you know, and yourself on a regular basis. The idea of putting the essential oils on the skin, yes, you can put them directly on the body, and some are recommended to do that with, and some are not. But the ones that are not, it isn't that you shouldn't use them on the skin. It's that they should be diluted. Just like we talked about before, a ton of roses makes an ounce of rose oil. I mean, really, for the first thing is if you're, it's just kind of like that person online that put, sat in a bucket of patchouli. I mean, really, you know, So we're living in a time where people are really sensitive, and they're sensitive about being sensitive. So we for ourselves, we don't want to misuse the essential oils, and we don't want to teach others that this is just a free-for-all, and it's very exciting, and everybody should do it because it's the new way, and it's the new age, and it's all like organic and wild-crafted. Even though the essential oils that I always use are 100% certified organic and wild-crafted, I never overuse them. Less is more, because when I learned that the essential oil actually has a vibrational count, it has a life force. You don't go up to another person and throw them on yourself. The same with essential oil. And the thing is that this is many, 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 many pounds of lavender flowers. So the first thing that we want to do is just to see how you feel. Oh, okay, I feel like, yeah, that would be really nice to put that right under my nose. That's lavender. That's very gentle, and it feels gentle, and it helps headaches go away. It's a great combination with peppermint.
And love that.
Yeah, because the peppermint is like an analgesic, and the lavender is a nervine, so it helps the blood pressure. Can help the blood pressure go down if it's a blood pressure headache. It's nice to combine the two, because the lavender causes the relaxation, and the peppermint is the analgesic, but lavender also works with headaches as well. So that's just a little tip I thought I'd throw in there.
Love it. Love it.
Exciting.
Yeah, okay, so real quick, give me a recipe of something for, let's say, the benefits of essential oils for headaches. What would you do for headaches, and how would you do it?
Well, I would get a variety of things. Can I tell you a couple different ways?
Absolutely.
All right. Fastest, easiest way, get a dry washcloth.
Okay.
Get a dry washcloth, put 2 drops of lavender, 4 drops of peppermint essential oil, organic, okay, on it. Lay down, put it on your forehead. Take a nap. Headache probably will go away. That's one. Another way is if you have olive oil at home or coconut oil with a little dish. Be a little alchemist about, like your little own apothecary, and mix it in there. Take 2 tablespoons of coconut oil, let's say, and then 4 drops of it's thicker, so it's a heftier. It's not a dry washcloth. You can use more. So you're going to use 6 drops of the lavender and 8 drops of the peppermint. Now, if that's too lavendery, add just 2 more drops of the peppermint. So you got 10 to 6. Mix that with a wooden tool, because the metal tool oxidizes it.
Okay. Okay.
Like a chopstick.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then get a towel, put it on the floor, put on your favorite music or your favorite show, favorite video to watch, whatever, and massage your feet.
Love it.
Now, exactly. That's because all the pressure points for the whole body pretty much are in the feet. Now, the body is like a sponge, you see. So when I'm saying this, it's not just going in here when you have the towel on your head. It's not just going in there. It's permeating through the body, and you feel it. I give myself a foot rub every night when I remember, and I sleep like a baby because of it. So I cheat. I first put on the essential oils on my feet, then I put the carrier oil on, because I just want to get right to it.
That's awesome. That is amazing. I
Oh,
know.
and there's one more headache one. You can, hear and hear, but careful with peppermint. I try to, people say, I want to put peppermint on my temples. Well, that's good, but some people, their eyes start closing and tearing,
Yeah.
like with an onion.
Mm-hmm.
So add a little lavender and then put it here. I'm just saying, less is more. You know what I'm saying?
Love it. Okay, let's talk about organic essential oils because not all essential oils are the same, are they?
Oh, no. No, no, no. Especially, I found that all out, in my 15 years of having my own business and dealing with brokers and distillers throughout the world. So my education was not, I didn't know all that from the beginning. I mean, I learned it when I was in school with Dr. Kirchnoble, but I learned about quality there, but he always traveled. He already had all his distillers and you know, for him it was just matter of fact. So when you have your own business and you're not right next to, he's in California, San Rafael, and I was in Seattle, so I really was still on my own. So I had to source things out because, when you're doing it yourself and you're not with a company, you're doing all the sourcing and the selling and the creating. So through that experience, Michelle, I did learn about the difference of between, they're all therapeutic grade, but the therapeutic grade that's 100% certified organic and wild crafted definitely stand alone.
Oh, so you should look for more than just therapeutic grade then.
Well, if you're me, yes, because pesticides are pesticides, GMOs are GMOs, and and those fly all over the place. So we have to. I I know that I know that I can get 100% certified organic essential oils and wild crafted without a problem, without researching again and again. What happens is that when you're on broker, when you're your own business, you may have a smaller distillery and they may not have the crop that you need. You may not be able to get it, like what happened in India with sandalwood. People were stealing the trees to get the oil, and then there was a ban. United States people in the United States, like myself and my friend who was going to get it, you had to know somebody in India to get this particular Mysore sandalwood. And
Wow.
I was lucky to know somebody, but it was just nip and tuck. It was just kind of like, okay, I've got orders to produce. When are you going to come back from India with the essential oil? So that's just one essential oil, And then here in Sequim, a lot of people loved Purple Haze's, organic essential oil, but they ran out of a crop because they became one of the bigger exports, even for Europe. So when you find a company like I have that does all the sourcing, and they have the money behind that to switch the knowledge. They have this. It's like kind of like Grand Central Station in New York. They've got all the connectors to get the 100% certified organic and wildcrafted, no pesticide. No traces of pesticides in the soil. Very, very unusual to find a multi-level marketing company that would have that, and I never thought as an aromatherapist that I would find that quality with in the multi-level marketing industry. I always thought I'd find it with nutrition products, but I didn't think I'd find it. Usually, aromatherapists don't. They usually do it the way that I did it, but healing practitioners like having them bottled and packaged for them. They would rather get them the way I do.
That's interesting. So I know that there's other network marketing companies out there that do have essential oils. So are you saying that they're not the same? I don't want to. I don't know. I don't want to name any names, but are you saying that there's other companies that are marketing companies that are just not the same quality because they are they therapeutic grade, but they might not be organic? Is that what you're saying?
Right. If they don't have the seal,
Okay.
They don't have the 100% certified organic seal, and wild crafted essential oils. It's not on the label. There's no way that I can buy them.
Well, I just can't imagine using essential oils, especially like in the form of a diffuser where I'm inhaling, these scents if I know that there's a possibility that these scents either have chemicals in them, because I don't use candles either because I'm just very sensitive. I'm very sensitive to any kind of flame when in regards to candles or anything like that, so I don't even use candles. But I have done the essential oils where, I went to the mall and found there's a soap store that sells the essential oils,
Yeah.
where you light the flame, but it still irritated me a little bit. And so, I didn't know what it was that, because I really didn't know what the difference was with essential oils. And, we have a local health food store here that's mostly organic, and
Mhm.
they have essential oils as well, but I still questioned. I know that they don't claim that they are 100% organic. I think that they do state that they are therapeutic grade, but if I'm going to use a diffuser, or if this stuff is going to be ingested directly into my bloodstream, um, you know, if I had a choice
Right.
between something that was healthier,
Yeah.
as opposed to the possibility of having something with toxins and chemicals in it, I would definitely choose the healthier choice for sure. So,
Right. I think that knowledge is power. I think that we're inquisitive human beings. We always have been, and we haven't changed throughout history. We inquire, and that's why these things are coming to the surface, and we're sharing our knowledge. And honestly, the difference for me also with a store and let's say a company like Asante Organics, the store is interesting, even if they have organic essential oils. But the problem that I have found as a business owner when I had my own business, if I'd run out of an oil, let's say, and I had to run and go get something, the problem always is how long was that sitting on the shelf?
that was another question I was going to ask you. Is there a shelf life for essential oils? I'm sure there
Well,
are.
there is a shelf life in the sense that if it's sitting on the shelf or it hasn't sold in 4 years and there's a sale, that's not an oil purchase. So you want to be working with essential oils for a place where the oils are moving. People are interested in them, and they're selling them, and they're not overselling them. Things that are not, less is more. And again, I don't want to be self-revolving or selfish, but I did. I live on an island, and I'm from a big city, but I thrive in smaller communities. And this company that I'm with, Asante Organics, is more concerned with the value, like you are, with your work, but the value of the product, the value of what is being the community, and how, like less, like we don't have to have 100, like 800 products, and then, you know, try to sell them all. We're sort of smaller and really caringly introduce them so that they move and that our focus is one-pointed and we're driving forward instead of having to pull back. And then, like with our, like pull back like people's money and all kinds of weird things that just don't, the ethics and value kind of, once you're in the organics and the wild crafted, our CEO, Michael Weniger, he's pioneer. He because he won't do second best. He won't on any corner, on any end. And it took me a while to really get to know him. And his fire and his passion are the guiding light for my vision. And so as far aside from my music, so it's been my only way to align myself with the value globally. So his mission is pure. I mean, it's integrous, and I really I'm honored to I'm really glad that I found it, because I was about to just say I mean, what am I doing at MLM? I mean, this is like not me, but it is.
Well, speaking of MLM, that's something that I definitely migrate towards because I know there's a lot of people out there in the network marketing industry that are involved in companies, and either you're going to get involved in a network marketing company because of the products, or you're going to get involved in a network marketing company because of the business opportunity. And so we've talked a lot about the products. So are you saying then that Asante has a good business opportunity with it as well?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, and everybody, I just want you to know I am not associated with Asante. I'm actually interviewing Jana because we've connected. She's helped me in a lot of areas, and I've helped her in a lot of areas with some coaching, and so yeah. So this is something that I definitely, when I see somebody that is an expert in their field and is involved in a network marketing company, that's one of the reasons why I'm interviewing Jana, is because she is an expert, and so she's not just somebody that's out there, for the business opportunity, but the network marketing industry is one of the best business models out there, and there's a lot of people that are not having success, right?
Right.
So you're saying then that not only is Asante an excellent quality product, in your opinion, it's one of the best. It is the best in regards to essential oils, and it's therapeutic, it's medicinal, it's a whole number of benefits, and it also has a good business opportunity wrapped around it as well. Correct?
Oh yeah. Surprise! I mean, I hit the jackpot when I found Asante. That's what I just said the other day. I put together this picture thing with me in it because that was my only way to express it, in a visual format. Really, it's Integris Michael Weninger. I found out that he actually has designed a lot of compensation plans for other MLM companies, so it's not a surprise, right? Plus, a man of such integrity, and he is. He is a man of integrity. So he's the company he keeps. He wants other people to feel that way about themselves, and he happens to be the person who built this company. And so he has created a matching bonus. I think we're the only company that has 100% matching bonus that you can go. There are 3 levels. There's silver, gold, and platinum. And the incredible thing is that the power leg is, we always have to catch up in a binary with the pay leg. But in our company, the code of ethics and the golden rule is that power leg will never get flushed. There is no flushing in this company. There is building and benefit for however long it takes you to build that pay leg. And really, a person only needs 2 people to start it happening, since it's a binary. And I studied first with a man by the name of Keith Halls privately, who is very successful in the industry. And one thing he did tell me that I didn't forget when I came to this company, he said, Jana, the binary is the hardest map to figure out, but the most successful millionaires and billionaires in this industry have been successful from being in the binary. So if you learn how to work it, it is the best sort of, anyway. So that I've been in other companies where the money has gotten flushed with people that were really big earners, and it really scared me because I just that was just like foreign to me. I don't know how people can do that. I don't know how people can change compensation plans and lower your commission. I've always been in sales, aside from teaching music and being in music, and I made a lot of money for people, small businesses, and my commissions were never cut down to a lower commission. I mean, yeah. And then people were making big money, and all of a sudden their money is like you know, like $30,000. Their back office is closed. I don't. So this is unusual for me. And I have a steady paycheck, and I get all my products for free, and
Yay!
people on my team. So I look forward to a residual income. I'm an artist, and I'm not part. You know, I'm 57, and I've made a commitment that at 68 I won't have to work at all. So this is, you know, sure, music's my life, but this is my home company. This is where my security really is.
Well, I really feel like you're in the right place for sure.
Oh, thank you for that reflection. I appreciate it.
Yeah, that's awesome. I'm just so thrilled that I met you, that I got to know you, and I'm just so thrilled that to have connected with you. You're an amazing lady on so many different levels. Let me tell you, nobody has built me up as much as Jana. She is just the sweetest lady, and I've gotten a lot of nice compliments from people, and I have to tell you that Jana, I don't know, you're just amazing, and I just was really thrilled to have connected with you. So.
Well, Michelle, you are, you know, you're the bomb, man. You're just like so cool. I just like, I don't know. You're just like always. You're present. You're like giver, and you're not an Indian giver. You know, you're like you give. You know what I mean? Like some people, they give and they want something back, and you can feel it when they're giving to you. I just want to give back to you because you're just giving me so much, and you've helped me so much. You've helped me realize that, right, I can, you know, I'm on the health advisory board at Asante, and I'm pretty shy. I mean, people have known me, even though I'm not shy with you, but I'm pretty shy in a crowd, and so, you know, even though I got appointed to the health advisory board, I still was shy, but you really have helped me realize that, right, you know, brand yourself, Jana. It's like, well, yeah, you know, do it. You know, it's like, but you've shown me in such a happy way that it's not like pushing myself forward within my ego. It's just being me. You just want people to be themselves, and you're like, well, come on, come on. And you're the coach of coaches on
Thank
the internet.
you. Well, it's all about finding your true authentic self, you know, and if that means that you have a sense of humor, then let it show, right?
Right. You do.
Well, you know, and yeah, I really, really appreciate that. You were just a sweetheart. Well, so with that, guys, you know, wait, can I do another interview with you sometime about some more benefits of essential oils?
I would love that. Really?
Okay.
Thank you. I would totally be honored.
Yeah, I mean, I think what we talked about today was just the basic benefits of what are essential oils, what are the benefits of aromatherapy, benefits of essential oils, and obviously this company sounds like an amazing company. And if you guys want more information, Jana, how can they get a hold of you?
Well, my Facebook page, Jana Szabo, so it's www.facebook.com/Jana Szabo.
How do you spell Szabo? S-Z.
S-Z-A-V-O.
Okay.
And then my, let's see, Evolve Organically. That's my, I have another fan page, but that's my go-to fan page right now, and EVOLVE. Organically, and we'll have other hangouts there, and just send me a private message. That's the best way, because I'll answer you.
Okay, so yeah, so her Facebook fan page is facebook.com/evolve organically, and with that, I am going to I'm going to let you go, but I just want to thank you again, Jana, for doing this interview with me. I appreciate it. You're an amazing person, and I know that people got a lot of value out of this. So have a wonderful evening. We'll talk to you.
And everybody, if you want to get in touch with Michelle Grigsby, just let me know, or you can try to find her yourself, but I'll get you in touch with her. So
cool beans. Thanks, guys. We'll talk to you later.